press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, myself Ganesh Bhatt. I'll be taking up chemistry classes for you all, and I welcome you all to this session and to the college. I know you're all eagerly waiting to come to college, and even we are very much eager to receive you all. So before that, so ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊ ಟುಡೇ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಅಪ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ನೀವು 8th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ, 9th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ, 10th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿರ್ತೀರ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಆನ್ some basics of chemistry. Okay, so let's start with the basics of chemistry. Coming to chemistry, so what is chemistry? So it's a branch of science, right? So it's a branch of science which deals with the properties, its preparation and other chemical aspects of any substance. So that is nothing but chemistry. So majorly in chemistry we speak about matter. Matter. You have extensively studied about matter, right? So matter is anything which occupies space and has mass. Matter is anything which occupies space and has mass associated with it. Okay, so that is nothing but matter. So or else we can say that chemistry is a branch of science which deals with the study of matter, its properties. Okay, so ಈ matter ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ? It may be anything which occupies space and has mass associated with it. ಈ matter is made up of smaller particles called atoms, and these atoms combine to give rise to molecules. So all these molecules, when they combine, they give rise to matter. Okay, so basic ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲಿ, atoms. What are atoms? Atoms are the smallest particle of matter. So when these atoms combine, they gives rise to molecules. Okay, so matter, which is nothing but anything which has a space and has mass associated with it. ಸೊ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಓದ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಆಯಿತು ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಬಂದರೆ so there are various branches of chemistry. Various branches ಇದೆ. So we can classify these branches into 3 major branches. So in first year as well as second PUC, you are going to learn extensively about these 3 branches. What are these branches? So first branch is physical chemistry. Physical chemistry. Physical chemistry. Second branch is inorganic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry. And the third main branch is organic chemistry. Organic chemistry. In first and second PU, you are learning the concepts associated with physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry and organic chemistry. So physical chemistry is part A, inorganic chemistry is part B, and organic chemistry is part C. Okay, so there are two textbook, NCERT textbook, physical and inorganic in first part, organic chemistry in second part. So these three major branches ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಓದ್ತೀವಿ in chemistry: physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry and organic chemistry. Hope it is clear to you all. Okay, let us move on to some importances of chemistry. Importance. So ಈಗ chemistry branch of science ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. So chemistry has sub branches associated with it: physical, inorganic and organic chemistry. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಓದಬೇಕು? ಓಕೆ, that is nothing but the importance of chemistry to our life. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫನ್ನು ಬೆಟರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್. So chemistry is useful not in one field, not in two field, in every field chemistry is very much useful. So let's list out the importance. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದನೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇವೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸನ್ನು ಜನರಲಿ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಬಯೋಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಸ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಬಯೋಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ chemistry of those processes, right? So first one, importance in biochemical processes. Biochemical processes. Okay, so it may be, this biochemical processes may be in animals, it is also taking place in plants. ಸೊ ಇವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಓದಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು? ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಬಯೋಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ process in animals and plants. So apart from that, we observe a variety of diseases to us as well as the plants. Is it not? So namge animals antandre we mainly concentrate on medicines. So medicine knowledge ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸೊ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಸ್. ಆ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಇಕ್ವಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಅಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ? ಸೊ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ substances what we observe in our day-to-day life, they may be metals, they may be non-metals, or they may be semiconductors. So etc. We see many of these such substances. ಈ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫನ್ನು ಬೆಟರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನೋ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ these substances. So that is also one of the importance. So we have many industries around us, industries that is making our life better, right? Which are the industries? So it may be plastic industries. So in plastic mainly we should have the knowledge of polymers. Poly stands for many and mer stands for unit. So many units, when they combine, they give rise to polymers, or plastic is one such polymer. So industries on the plastic aito, they may be of rubber industry, or they may be paint industry, varnishes. They all are industries associated, should have knowledge of chemistry. So without which we cannot prepare any of these substances. So these are few importance. There are various or many kinds of applications of chemistry. So we have noted down this few importances. That's it. Okay. I hope you are clear why we are going to study about chemistry. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯನ್ನು ಓದಬೇಕು? Because we require all this to better our life, to increase our lifestyle. We require these substances, right? So ಈ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ನ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಓದ್ತೀವಿ? ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಓದ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ. Next, let us come back to matter. We are starting with the matter, right? So matter is classified into two types. Matter can be classified into two types. So one is pure substances. Pure substances. And the second one is mixture. So two broad classification of matter as pure substances and mixture. What are these pure substances? So these pure substances can be elements, they can be compounds. They can be pure substances as elements and compounds. So what are these pure substances? So their constituent is fixed throughout. Okay, so they have fixed constituent of atoms. So elements, only one type of atoms are present. Compounds are made up of nothing but the elements. When two or more elements in fixed composition, they combine, they give rise to compounds. Next, coming to mixtures. What are these mixtures? Let's see. So there are two types of mixtures. One is a homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture. And the second one is heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. Two types of mixture. One is homogeneous and the second one heterogeneous. First, coming to mixture. As the name itself indicate, mixture, mix of the components. So here they are pure components, but here they may be pure or they may not be pure. So pure in the sense their layer are inseparable. So here homogeneous. So it is uniform composition. Uniform composition. Hetero, non-uniform composition, or you can find two or more layers. Two or more layers we can find. Let's understand this homogeneous and heterogeneous with the example. Homogeneous sugar solution. So what we have done here in a sugar solution, we have added sugar to water, right? So that will give rise to sugar solution. So we cannot distinguish separately, this is sugar and this is water, right? So if you take here a beaker in which we have taken water, okay, we have added here sugar. So small quantity of sugar added to water makes sugar soluble in water, right now? So we cannot distinguish water and sugar, which will be homogeneous. The composition is uniform throughout. So, throughout this beaker what we have taken, you can find the uniform composition of this sugar in water, giving rise to sugar solution. Hence, we call it as uniform composition. We will not be able to find any 2 layers or 3 layers, right? Here we have taken only 2 components. Which are the 2 components? One is sugar and other is solution, means we have taken sugar in water. Sugar and water are mixed, okay, giving rise to only 1 layer. So the layer is uniform, that is giving rise to homogeneous mixture. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ heterogeneous, where we can find 2 or more layers. So let us take a beaker, okay, let's add mud to it. ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಹಾಕೋಣ. ಮಣ್ಣು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಯಾಂಡನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಹಾಕೋಣ. Okay, mud and sand are taken in a beaker. We can easily see mud layer separate and sand layer separate, is it not? They can be easily identified. So mud layer is separate here, separate mud layer, and sand layer is also separate layer. So what do we get here? 2 layers. If 3 components are added, then we might get 3 separate layers, is it not? So that means uniform composition illa illi, non-uniform composition. So we will find 2 or more layers. On the simple, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು example ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, if you take a beaker and add water and oil, ಬೀಕರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆಯಿಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ವಾಟರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆಯಿಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಬಾಟಮ್, ವೆರಾಸ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಲೇಯರ್ will be formed at the top. Okay, density of water is more. So here water, and here what do we find? Oil layer. So 2 separate layers easily that can be distinguishable. So 2 layers are formed, which is giving rise to heterogeneous mixture. Clear? So we have classified matter into 2 types. One is pure substances and mixtures. So pure substances illi elements, compounds, mixture alli homogeneous and heterogeneous. Okay, so elements anta bandaga there are 118 elements in the periodic table. So they have fixed composition of its constituent particle, which are nothing but the atoms. So ಅವರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Okay, so that is a pure substance. Next, compounds. These 2 or more elements, when they combine, they form a compound, right? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ compoundsಗೆ ಈಗ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ is a compound. Okay, so it is made up of 2 or more element. Here ಯಾವ್ದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ? ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಇದೆ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇದೆ. So the 3 elements in a definite ratio, they give rise to particular compound. Okay, clear? So they are all pure substances. If you write in any other form, it will not be calcium carbonate. Hence, these pure substances are having fixed composition. They are fixed. Understand? So that is about matter, classification of matter. Hope you have understood this classification of matter as pure substances and mixtures. So let us move on to states of matter. States of matter. ಸೊ ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ಯಾವ್ದು ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ we observe. Okay, in nature ಈ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ? ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 3 ಮೇಜರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. They are, first one, solid, second one, liquid, and the third one, gas. So 3 major states of matter, which are solid, liquid, and gas. So solids, liquids, gases, they are having different properties. So that's why these 3 states can be interchangeable from one state to other. So before going to interchanging of solid, liquid, and gas, that is states of matter, first we will be studying these 3 states of matter. Solid andrenu, liquid andrenu, gas andrenu. Let's see. So first, let us take a solid, liquid, and gas. Solid is one type of state of matter. So where the matter in solid is made up of the particles, smaller particles. So the smaller particles are closely arranged particles. Closely arranged particles. So these particles are atoms or molecules. They are held closely. So held closely antandre the attraction, force of attraction between these particles are strong force of attraction. Strong force of attraction. So ಈ strong force of attraction ಇಂದ ಏನಾಗಿವೆ, solids are held, they are not separated. Okay, coming to liquids. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ closely arranged particles, they are not closely arranged. When the particles are not so closely arranged, they are free to move, then they give rise to liquid. So there is some space between the particles. Okay, particles are arranged at a distance. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ particles solid ಅಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, they are arranged at a particular distance. Why they are arranged? The particles are arranged in liquid which are bit far away when you compare to solid, because the force here which is making the particles to arrange close by is strong force, but in liquids the force is weak force of attraction. Weak force of attraction. Weak force of attraction. So one layer can skid over the other layer. Hence solids ಇಲ್ಲಿ strong force ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ the layers cannot skid. Here weak force ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ the layer of matter can skid over the other. So motion is possible here. The motion or movement is not possible. Coming to gases. The particles are arranged very far away. So one particle inda mattond particle distance is very far. Here it is far, but not so far when it is compared with the gases. Okay, so the particles are arranged far away. There is interparticular distance, what we say is very high. Okay, distance is more. Why the distance is more anta kelidre, force of attraction has to be weakest, right? ಸೊ ವೀಕೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೀಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್. ಹಿಯರ್ weakest force of attraction, weakest force of attraction. So due to weakest force of attraction, the particles are very far. So due to which we find certain properties of solids which is different from liquids, which is different from gases. Okay, so let's see what is the property of a solid. Solids have definite shape. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು. So if you take this pen, this is a solid right now. So it is having fixed shape and it is also having the fixed volume, right? Fixed shape ಮತ್ತು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು? ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ therefore they are having fixed shape, fixed shape or fixed ಕಿಂತ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ನಾವು ಶೇಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ shape and volume, definite shape and volume, definite shape and volume. So the shape will be definite and volume is also definite. Okay, so liquids bandaga, they might be having a definite volume but the shape will not be definite. So shape, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಬೀಕರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಟರನ್ನು, ಆ ವಾಟರು ಬೀಕರ್ ಶೇಪ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್, ಆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಶೇಪನ್ನು ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಬಾಟಲನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ನಾವು ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಶೇಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಬಾಟಲ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಜನರಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ಸ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಏನು ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದರದ್ದು ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಶೇಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಟೈನರ್, ದೇ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಶೇಪ್ of the container, they take the shape of the container. Okay, but what do they have? They have definite volume, definite volume. Hence they take the shape of the container, adadrinda no definite shape, no definite shape. So which is the difference of when you take the solid as the state of matter? Both these have both definite shape and volume, but the liquids, they do not have any definite shape, but they do possess definite volume. Coming to gases, gas particles, they are arranged very far, they are free to move. Right now, so free to move agidrinda the particles randomly move from one region to other region. So hence they occupy large area. So if you take one room, so a room alli we find a mixture of gases, is it not? So that the particles of those gases are arranged very far. The gases will be free to move. So oxygen tagondre, oxygen gas in this particular room are free to move. Hydrogen idre, they are free to move. So hence they will not be having any shape. ಹಾಗೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. therefore they do not have definite shape and volume. Neither they have definite shape nor they have definite volume. Okay, so that makes the difference between solids, liquids and gases, the three states of matter. So in this, which is having strong force of attraction between the particles anta kelidre solids, which is having the weakest force of attraction between the particles anta helidre that is gaseous state. Solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. Okay, here solids are not free to move. So if you want to take, we can take any metal, solid metals example ತಗೋಬಹುದು, desk, bench, ಏನಾದರೂ solid substance example ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. Liquid particles, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ liquid ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು example ಕೊಡಿ. Water, a very good example of a liquid. Okay, it is free to move, so it will flow on the floor, right? Next, gases. N number of gases are present in nature. We can give a lot of examples of gases. So today we have learnt about some basics of chemistry, starting with the chemistry definition and the branches of chemistry. So we have come to the matter. So matter in the, we have discussed the classification of matter. So matter ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎರಡು ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ಚರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ 3 states of matter, that is solids, liquids and gases. As I said, this one, solids can be converted into liquids and liquids can be converted into gas. This is done by heating solid. So this symbol is used as heat. So when you heat solids, it will be converted into liquid. Liquid anna heat ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ they can be converted into gases. Similarly, ಈ gases ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ, ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Therefore, solids, liquids and gases, the states of matter can be interconvertible from one state to other. Okay, that is one of the important phases in matter. Solids, liquids and gases which can be interconvertible. So hope you have understood matter and the composition present in matter, etc. So you are going to learn in detail when you come to classes, attend physical classes. So in detail we are going to give the differences between solids, liquids and gases. In what way we can see the change from solids to liquids, liquids to gases, and what kind of force of attraction exists between particles of solids and particles of liquids and particle of gases. Okay, so in the next session we'll be continuing with a few more basics concepts that is required for attending the classes in colleges. So thank you very much.